often hear the quote, "To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world." And since we are important to somebody, is there something that we can do to protect ourselves daily? Of course there is. When we get in our vehicles, we can ensure that we are protected so that we don't get ejected. Our lives and our safety matters. When I get into my car, the first thing that I always do is put on my seatbelt. Without it, I just feel naked, and I feel a profound sense of safety when I wear it. My brother is a paramedic, and I often hear him tell stories of how he's worked accidents and people were thrown from the vehicle or seriously injured because they were not wearing their seatbelt. He often says if they had worn their seatbelt, then their injuries could have been less severe or they could have lived. How sad it is to know that a seatbelt could have saved an innocent life. According to the CDC, motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of death for people ages 5 through 34. Also, wearing a seatbelt can reduce your risk of death or injury by 50%. Have you ever really thought about how important that a seatbelt is? It is more than just something that is attached to your seat. As licensed drivers, do we really understand that a seatbelt is more than just a seatbelt? According to SafeKids.org, seatbelts can save 13,000 lives a year. Seatbelt safety is important not just to you, but to others as well. So first we're going to discuss about who normally wears a seatbelt, excuses why people don't wear a seatbelt, reasons why a seatbelt can save your life, and then finally some interesting facts on fatalities on Kentucky highways. So first let's look at some facts about who normally wears a seatbelt when they get into their vehicle. I found some facts from the CDC.gov. Young adults aged 18 through 24 are less likely to wear their seatbelts than those of the older age group. Also, men are less likely to wear their seatbelts than women. People sitting in the back are less likely to wear seatbelts than those who are sitting in the front, making them more likely to injure themselves or others. So next, let us discuss some excuses that people use for not wearing their seatbelt. I found some interesting excuses on ehow.com about why people choose not to wear their seatbelt. People often use the excuse that they're only traveling a short distance and that they don't need to wear their seatbelt. They think that they're just going right down the road and that a seatbelt isn't important, but when in reality it is. People also say that seatbelts are uncomfortable. They may feel like the seatbelts are choking them or hurting their neck. Or they say that seatbelts would leave them trapped in a vehicle. Some drivers feel that if their vehicle was to catch on fire or if they was to become trapped in water, that they wouldn't be able to get out of their vehicle because the seatbelt would trap them in. Also, some people want the freedom of independence in their own car. They don't like being told that they must buckle up. They feel like that's their decision or not whether or not that they want to buckle up. Also, people just forget. They get in their vehicles and they think about all the things that they have to do, all the places that they have to go, and they just forget just to buckle up. So now let us discuss some facts on what a seatbelt can do to save your life and others. According to Angela Osterhuber, Director of Pennsylvania Traffic Injury Prevention Project and Media, youthforroadsafety.org, seatbelts prevents occupants of the vehicle from serious injury in 5 ways. The first way is that a seatbelt keeps the occupant in the vehicle. People that are thrown from a vehicle are 4 times more likely to be killed than those who remain inside. Also, seatbelts restrain the strongest part of the body. They are designed to be on the body at the strongest parts, which is your shoulders and your hips. It also spreads out any force in a collision. The fourth way is that it helps to slow the body down. And the final way is that seatbelts help to protect your brain and your spinal cord. So finally, let us look at some facts. A seatbelt can save your life because your life is important. I found some interesting facts on transportation.kentucky.gov about seatbelts. In 2014, 672 people were killed on Kentucky's roadways. Of those 672, 521 were motor vehicle fatalities. 319 people, which is about 61%, were not wearing their seatbelt. 15 children aged 15 and under were killed, and 27% of them were not wearing their seatbelt or in a car seat. When seatbelts are worn correctly, it is proven to reduce the risk of fatal injury to front seat occupants by 45% and by 60% in pickup trucks, SUVs, and minivans. So today we have learned the importance of wearing a seatbelt. And we also learned of some reasons why the people don't wear their seatbelt. We all know that it's the law to buckle up, and we all see the signs that say click it or ticket. Seatbelts are important, and we should all practice wearing them. So if you or someone else is somebody who normally doesn't wear their seatbelt, I encourage you to start today. Because as stated before, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. You are important to somebody, whether it be your husband, your wife, your kids, your parents, your neighbors, your friend, whoever that it may be. Give them a sense of comfort in knowing that you are safe and that you are traveling by wearing your seatbelt. So safety starts with the S, but it begins with you.